So the next thing we need to do is add a menu screen here so that the game will not just start right away, but the user will be able to hit the space bar and start the game. So we already have our game state menu set up here. So let's start the game. When we start the game, we'll start it at menu. Next, we need to go down to our update. We don't want to update anything if it is paused or if this game state is at the menu. Let's change these to triple equals. There we go. Next, in our draw function, we have our pause state drawing here. Let's make a new one for the menu. Let's update these comparators. Let's make it a solid black. And in our text, instead of pause, we will say press spacebar to start. There we go. Now we need the input handler to trigger the start of the game. Let's go into our files. Let's go into input. Case 32, I believe, is a spacebar. Game.start. Now we're going to need to modify our game a little bit. So when we start, this is when the game is actually going to start. When the game is created, we need to set up some things. So we'll move this stuff up to our constructor. The bricks will be built when the first level is loaded. The game objects will be loaded when the game is started. The input handler needs to be moved up here. Let's clean this up a little bit. Alright, so that should be everything we need to start the game. Let's go ahead and try it. Nothing happens. Oh yes, the last thing we need to do here is when we start the game is we need to change the game state to running. Let's refresh. Alright, now what is also calling this start here? Let's go look at our index.js file. Ah yes, we're immediately calling the game start when we load the page. Let's remove that. Now we have an error on our draw function. The issue is that the game objects has not been initialized yet. So let's do that here. Set it equal to an empty array. Alright, we now have our menu screen. If I hit space, the game will start. And everything works the way we expect it. If I hit space again though, you'll notice that it actually rebuilds the level. So let's fix that real quick. If this.gameState is not equal to the menu, then we will return. So only the menu can trigger the start of the game. Let's try this again. There we go. It doesn't rebuild the level automatically.